Okay, Friday, and as you can see, there's now a stump where the other Cuban royal palm tree was. It's all clear sky now, and the same over there. So both of them have gone. So a lot of residue crap around the area, but can't be helped. It's a messy business. Still got to be stump ground, and I've been waiting to hear back from Marcus. But he hasn't contacted me, and I need to go out and do some shopping, so stuff it. So I'll get that done now. We'll get in a supermarket, and oh, there's cheap gin again at the. I can at least get myself some a bottle of cheap gin at Dan Murphy's. It's not as cheap as it was. It was $38.90. Now it's up to a little over $40, so there's been some inflation there even with their specials. But I'm better off than poor bastards in an estate, the common estate I think it's called, in Sydney, where the cops are actually rationing booze to people in hard lockdown. I mean, it's bad enough that you basically have your freedoms totally restricted. Now they're not allowing you to drink normally. You're only allowed to have 6 a day, which probably sounds reasonable, 6 beers, but everyone's different. Mind you, the system will get flaunted, no doubt, because you'll have people in that block who will basically will give a hand over their quota to maybe someone who wants to drink more. So, I mean, there are ways around it, but it's pretty draconian, and it's really this authoritarianism, this medical-based authoritarianism that's just taking over this country is a real worry, and it's making international news because it's just so over the top here in Australia. So, very sad. You know, this is not the Australia I was brought up at to be in, so it's a worry for me. So. Yeah, but like I say, luckily I'm up here, don't have those restrictions, and I can still buy myself cheap booze online, which is good. Just got to pick it up from Smithfield, so that's okay. I also was checking out a site based in Saigon, and I think it's a Canadian guy, and he's been in this even stricter lockdown than they have in Sydney. I think they can still shop, but I might be wrong there. They may not, but in Saigon they can't even go out and have it and shop. Everything has to be delivered to them. And he was putting on a brave face, this guy, but I think, you know, the stress would build up. So basically the government is supplying them with some basic food, and then they can get other stuff delivered on top of that. He's got a landlord that speaks English, so he's able to communicate to get more food, but basically he gets a freebie from the government, even though he's not a local. So that's pretty generous of them, I guess, but I suppose they've got to feed people, don't they? And as I say, his landlord's reasonable and has actually given him a bit of extra food. So pretty healthy stuff, you know, greens, pasta. There's a couple of greens there I have no idea. I've seen them, but I don't know how you cook them, and he said the same thing. He's got to check it out online to see how he can actually prepare them. He had bocce, is it called bocce? I don't actually usually buy it, but he had a big bunch of that as part of his normal. Actually, he had so much he had to give some back to a neighbour because he got too much. So I suppose that's nice. But he's still a prisoner. He's still stuck in his apartment in the middle of Saigon. So, which would be very frustrating. It's a great city, but if you can't see it, if you're basically a prisoner there, it wouldn't be much fun. So, yeah. So I just got to. My next thing is to get something done about. Oh, that dog's there again. Oh, God. Can't talk when I'm waiting for the bus, unfortunately. That thing would just start yapping all the time, which it's doing. The bus just went by, so it won't be too long. Oh God, it's annoying, this area. It's dogs everywhere. Oh, gee. Can't think. Well, supposedly my bus is coming at about 5 minutes time. I thought I'd just missed it, so that's good. Although there's no one waiting here, that's a worry. I was almost tempted to go across to Bunnings. There's no sign of any fruit trees down here, unfortunately. There might be right down the other end where they've got the reject shop and everything, but this is probably the worst designed shopping centre I've ever come across. It's so strung out, you've got to walk for miles to get from one spot to another. And there is a plant nursery just down the road, but again, it's not just down the road, it's at least probably about a 500-metre walk. So everything is strung out here. It needs a total redesign, this shopping centre, in my opinion. It's quite blustery at the moment, but hopefully I'm right on the bus. I might have changed the schedule, so I might be working on old ones. So fingers crossed. Well, that was a decent shopping journey. I got a few things done. I actually finally got onto the NAB bank, and they're going to send me out a transaction card. I've got to go back to the branch to apparently activate it. But hopefully I'll be able to find out what the accounts have got online. I don't know. I'll have another go at it, because she tended to think everything was fine. I still had the 2 accounts, so we'll see how we go. Anyway, at least I got my current address now, so that's something. And only reason I need to do it is because of one of the shares. I've only got 1 share left in one company in the first shares I actually bought in 2015 when I started investing in the share market. It was the first shares I bought were MRM, which is they provide services offshore to miners and what have you, and they finally paid dividends after this many years. They went downhill soon after I bought them, and they did pay me 1 lot of dividends then, and they've paid another lot. So I want to find out. It's only about $115, but you know, better in my pocket than theirs. So I'd like to find out what's going on with it. Yeah, I got all the stuff I needed at Woolworths. Of course, I missed my bus, just the way they're scheduled. And the woman didn't seem to know where my Beefeater gin was, but she finally found it at Dan Murphy. So all in all, pretty good. I still haven't got a fruit tree. What I could do is go back this afternoon. I've got a daily ticket, and go to Bunnings. I guess I could do that, but I'm going to have to go across the main road, the Cook Highway, to get to Bunnings. And I want to buy a whole lot of the potting mix and stuff as well. So if I did do that, I'd probably get a Cairns taxi back, get one of their big taxis, the minivan taxis, and pile in a whole lot of crap in there, and so make it I go back with the delivery basically. So that's not a bad idea, because I can't do any gardening at the moment until I get more potting mix. I also need more pots. I need a plant to put in the front yard and build a mound up, and I can plant it in the mound, that's fine, but don't have to worry about the landscaping. The main thing is to get those trees established before summer. So that's what my plan is, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, nice view. It's actually a very nice day right now. I have my morning coffee though. Can't operate without that. One thing I forgot to mention, on the bus there were a number of masturbators. People wearing masks. I don't know why. About 3 of them. And there's no mandate to do it, so you know, I think you just love being controlled. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great.